Hello, greetings everyone. Today I'm going to show you on how to play, install, and set up Detective Pikachu Returns into your PC. So this game is a Nintendo Switch game and it's recently been out, and you can now play this game to your PC as long as you have all of these files here that I have highlighted in my desktop. So if you follow all the steps that I'll be showing you in this video tutorial, you're guaranteed to play this game into your PC. So what you need is that you will need to have a copy of all these three files here that I have highlighted in my desktop, and also you will need to install an application called Yuzu Emulator. So for those who are new, Yuzu Emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator. It can run any Nintendo Switch games into your PC as long as you have installed all these files into Yuzu Emulator. Yuzu Emulator will be useless without these files. So first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get Yuzu Emulator officially. To do this, just open a web browser and just type in Yuzu Emulator and hit search. And then go to yuzuemu.org, the first result. That is their official website. Be sure to click on that. Now go to download. Now go to the Android section. So if you want to play this game into your Android phone, you can possibly do that now, as long as it is an Android 11 and has a powerful hardware spec. So there are two versions of Yuzu Emulator, the free version and the early access version. And the early access version requires you to pay for it in order for you to be able to use it, and that will help the developers when you pay for this early access, and you'll get a week or two early update than the free version. But if you can wait a week or two, then the free version is enough. So if you're from Linux, you can get the installer here, and if you're from Windows, just like me, you can get the installer here by clicking on the download for Windows 64 version. So since I have already installed the Yuzu Emulator into my PC, so I'm just gonna skip on this part because the download and installation process is really easy to do and is really straightforward. So again, the official way where to get Yuzu Emulator is from yuzuemu.org. Only download Yuzu Emulator from this site because this is the official site and the most safest way to do it. So I'm just going to minimize this now, and I'm going to assume that you have already installed Yuzu Emulator. So be sure to open Yuzu Emulator, boot it now, run it now. So if this is your first installation, you'll be met with certain errors saying that you will need some certain files to be installed into your Yuzu Emulator before you can play any Switch game. So what are those files? Those files are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. Both should be in version 16.0.3 in order for it to detect and play Detective Pikachu Returns into Yuzu. And also your game should be in either in XCI or NSP file format so that Yuzu Emulator will be able to detect and boot up that game. So if you're asking me where to get all of these files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console, you have modded that Switch and have installed a custom firmware in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, that means that you can now access your Nintendo Switch system files. Once you have access on those system files, all you have to do is just copy all of the keys and firmware files of the Switch from your Switch into your PC. Now, in order for you to get the game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game legally, own a physical copy of that game, and you can now digitally back up that game into an XCI or NSP file format, just like mine here. So if you don't have a Switch, but wants to try it out and want to play this game, but don't know where to get all of his files, I'm just going to save you a hassle and teach you everything you need to get started. So I'm just going to leave a QR code here on the screen wherein you can scan with your QR code reader into your mobile phone so that you will be redirected to the page wherein you can get all of these files. So be sure to do that. Use the QR code reader, and then you'll be redirected to approps.com. And once you are in the site, be sure to hover down in the middle part of the website so that you'll get the NSP file format of the game. Once you have a copy of that, hover down right below so that you'll get the keys and firmware file of the Switch. So be sure to check out the entirety of the website so that you'll get all of these three files now. So be sure to copy these files, transfer them to your PC, assuming that you're using an Android phone. Use a USB cable to transfer these files. So I'm going to assume that you have already have a copy of all these files now, so it's time to install them to Yuzu Emulator. To do this, just go to Yuzu, go to File, open Yuzu folder, and then locate for Keys folder. And then open the key 16.0.3 file in the desktop, and all you have to do is just select all of these files, drag and drop or copy and paste these files into this folder so that we will copy the product keys and title keys of the Switch into this folder. Once done, close this. Now it's time to install the firmware file of the Switch. To do this, just go back to File, open User folder, and then locate NAND folder, which is NAND. Open that, System folder, Contents folder, and then Registered folder. The next step is to open the firmware file here. All you have to do is just select all of those files, copy them, and then paste them into this folder. Again, this folder should be empty because it's your first installation, and this will copy all the firmware file of the Switch now into your Yuzu emulator so that your Yuzu will function as a Nintendo Switch into your PC. It's done, close to this. Now your Yuzu emulator is capable of booting up and detecting Nintendo Switch games. You will know that it is successful because it will now show you all of your games and it will show you their game icons. So if you see a game that does not have a game icon, that means that you're using an outdated firmware or an outdated key. So be sure to only follow the QR code that we have put in the screen so that you'll only get the latest files. So what's the next step now? The next step now is to optimize your Yuzu emulator so that you'll be able to play Detective Pikachu Returns into your PC with no black screens, crashes, graphical glitches, and any issue into your gameplay. To do this, just go to Emulation, go to Configure, and in this part, just be sure to pause the video and copy every setting that you see from here, okay? So pause and copy every setting. Now I'm going to go to System tab here. In the System section, the settings is subjective. You can change this to whatever you like, in whatever region you like, and whatever language you like. But the core section should be as it is. Now I'm going to go to CPU. It is set to auto. And in the graphics, so this is the most important part, so be sure to copy everything. So these are my settings for the Vulkan API. There are 2 APIs here, so be sure to copy everything. Now I'm going to move to OpenGL now. And then as you can see, these are my settings. Both Vulkan and OpenGL are set in 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch. But if your PC cannot handle 2x resolution, all you have to do is just revert back to 1x resolution, which is the base resolution of the Switch. But for me, 2x resolution is the best. I'm going to go to Advanced. So in the setting, just be sure to pause the video and copy every setting you see here. Now I'm going to go to the audio section now. So the settings here are simple, so be sure to copy it. I'm going to go to Controls. I have connected my Nintendo Switch Pro Controller, and I have mapped them up accordingly the same as a Pro Controller. And also, if you have an Xbox or PlayStation controller, you can connect them here, map them up according to your liking. But both the dead zone for these controllers, left and right stick, should be set in 20% so that there'll be no drifting into your playthroughs. And once done, hit OK. Now your Yuzu emulator is now fully optimized to run and play any Nintendo Switch games into your PC, okay? So, a little bit of disclaimer, I will not be able to show you guys the gameplay of this game running to my PC, because we all know that Nintendo is really strict on this kind of content. So if I showed you that Detective Pikachu Returns runs perfectly in my PC, then my channel and my videos will be deleted. That's why you cannot see a lot of installation and on how to get the game running into your PC, because Nintendo does not like the Nintendo Switch emulation scene for the PC. So I hope you guys do understand on that part. But as long as you have followed all the steps that I've shown you in this video tutorial, you're guaranteed to get all of these files here. You'll be able to optimize your Yuzu emulator. You'll be able to play Detective Pikachu Returns into your PC with no issues at all. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Detective Pikachu Returns into your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I will try my best to answer all of them. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and goodbye for now.